It's Advent season here. Christmas tree buying is behind me, and over there is a Christmas market, more like a winter festival. I'm on Theresienwiese. I have done the occasional video here. This is where the Oktoberfest in Munich happens. I live in Munich, in case you don't know. And since it's the Advent season, it's also the time in which I start to write some letters to people, just trying to communicate with people who have been important to me over the year. And I wonder if you write letters, write emails that are not just business emails, but ones that are intended to actually speak to people in a way that touches them and is meaningful to them, because it's an incredibly important thing that we as human beings do, giving and receiving letters. It's kind of barren here, you see. It's like I haven't done a video out here for a long time, like years. It's always complicated to film in the middle of the city. But I like it here, especially in the middle of the city. The openness is helpful for me. Good place to pray. Hey everybody, welcome to the Sanctus Forum. I am Michael Stewart Robb, better known as Mike, and I'm known as Mike to people that know me, and that's an important part of what we do at Sanctus. Some people ask, hey, what does Sanctus do? And I try to get people out of the idea that we do projects, and I know that's disappointing to people. And what I often say is that Sanctus is a relational thing, and the place where I'm at, Europe, is a highly relational kind of place. And in order to have relationships, you have to find ways to connect with people, either in person or at a distance. And a lot of the time, I am at a distance, and so I am doing this ancient way of connecting, which is writing letters. Emails, letters, it doesn't really matter, although obviously if you actually buy a stamp and send somebody something in the mail with your own handwriting, or at least typed on your own computer, printed out, that's like the premium way of talking with people. And yet the core of that, you can actually get into an email. You can do it in largely the same way, although emails can be more like texts, and really texting, that's not what we're talking about here at all. We're talking about ways in which you would put together a number of sentences that communicate to somebody else. You're here, you're listening to them, you want to share something with them that will help them, encourage them, and bring them forward in this life. I have been writing Christmas letters, that's what this is here, to people who are connected with us, to friends of Sanctus, as well as just larger category of people that help us in various ways. Now that's a small thing that I do, and it is a part of a very old tradition in Jesus' spirituality that we write these kinds of things. And just to prove that, I have this book here. This is a book of letters. It's translated by a man named J.B. Phillips. He did a kind of very modern translation, which was challenging in his day. This one has an introduction by C.S. Lewis, also a great letter writer. I have his book right here. Well, one of his books. He has many books on letters. This is the Letters of C.S. Lewis, which his brother edited. And Lewis was a great letter writer. Apparently God told him that he should respond to all of his fan mail. And I thought that was a pretty inspiring example, and great letters from Lewis. But he begins his introduction to this by J.B. Phillips. These are translations of the letters of Paul. This one is called Letters to Young Churches. And the letters of Paul just it's a historical fact. They changed the world. He wrote a lot of them from prison, and they were included in the Christian scriptures. And well, if that's not enough, just think about what it would have been like then to have received one of these letters, not even knowing that they were going to be a part of the Bible. But they were meant by Paul to serve a purpose in his day for these people. And now he had the authority to write in a kind of strong teaching kind of way, and probably the letters that we write to other people won't be that kind of thing, but that doesn't matter. We can use these letters to touch people and let them know that we are there, that we are listening to them, and that we want to help them, support them in the ways that we can in our limitation. I'm looking here at two little collections of letters, letters to men and letters to women, both by Francis Fenelon, who was a French bishop after the Reformation. And he wrote letters of spiritual encouragement, guidance to people who were in touch with him as a bishop, as somebody who was recognized to have some spiritual authority. Like, here's the beginning of this one. I think, madam, that you should try hard to learn to practice silence, so far as general courtesy will admit of. Well, that last bit's a little bit more an old way of speaking, but really, really good letters, and they have been around for a long time. People still read these kinds of things. We need to look at these historical examples and to get a sense of how other people have written letters, and then forget about the fact that their letters were included in books that survived centuries, and then just write letters that are valuable or will be valuable to the people that we know today. Again, emails, that works too. It's a different kind of thing, but it doesn't matter. The point is that we express our witness to other people at a distance using the words that we have. Well, I want to give you this challenge here, end of the year 2025, and that is to write one letter to somebody who's probably not expecting it, not just that email that you haven't answered for a long time, but write one letter to somebody here, thanking them for what they have been to you, or encouraging them in some way in what they're doing, blessing them, telling them that you are praying for them, make sure that you actually are praying for them, and send it to them. It doesn't have to be a very big kind of thing. If you don't have a whole lot of time, just, get one of these little cards or a postcard and write a few sentences and connect with somebody. But make sure it is addressed to them. Make sure that they know that you sat down and thought about them and about your relationship for a while. This is, I think, one of the, I don't want to call it a lost art because a lot of people still do it, but it is one of the things that really can raise the level of our fellowship and our togetherness as people, as humanity. Set aside all the consuming, the videos, the gifts and everything, and this Advent season or this Christmas, take time to just write, share something about who you are, and try to touch somebody in a positive way through your writing. Like I said, we Sanctus are a relational kind of group, especially for Europeans where we live and work. But if you are watching videos, in touch with us in some way, let us know. Comments, writing emails to us, info@sanctus.institute. And there is also, through the Friends initiative, sanctus.institute/friends, you can support what we do and the relationships that we are trying to maintain here. And currently, if you become a friend, then we have a way of sharing with you some audio messages, which I did from a retreat, Loving the Unseen Jesus, and we'd like to give that back to you. If you're interested, it's free and it's digital, and these are ways in which we are trying to be in touch with a larger group of people, including people who are here watching videos. Videos can be a very difficult way to connect with people, but fortunately, there are other ways. I hope that you continue to have a blessed Advent, and if I don't see you again, then a Merry Christmas. Bye. Reading letters, that's also something you could